Hey Aquarius, I hope you guys are doing great. This is going to be your general life tarot reading for June 15th through the 30th. If you want to skip the card pull and go directly to the message, go ahead and click the timestamp in the description box below. Otherwise, let's get started. So we are going to pull a couple of oracle cards for you to get a sense of the overall energy that's surrounding this reading for you. And the first one that came out for you is Diana, focused intention. Keep your unwavering thoughts, feelings, and actions focused on your target and you will make your mark. The second card that came out is Pele, divine passion. Be honest with yourself. What is your true heart's desire? So let's pull one more oracle card to see what energy is surrounding you for this reading. Okay, and we have two more that flipped out. The first one that we have is Behind a Mask. And the next card that came out for you is Commitment. So we'll see how those factor into your overall reading, but let's get into some tarot and dig in a little bit more. We'll start with your current energy for my Aquarius collective, and we have two that came out. The first card out is Call, and the second card out is Ace of Water, or Ace of Cups in traditional tarot. Let's look at any challenges, obstacles, or what's currently hidden. And we have for you the Eight of Air, or the Eight of Swords, and we also have the Five of Water, or Five of Cups. For advice from Spirit, for my Aquarius collective, we have the Messenger of Fire in reverse. And for your potential outcome, okay, we have two that flipped over. We have the Ten of Water and we have the King of Water. So let's grab another tarot deck and see if we can clarify these a little bit more. Starting again with your current energy. We have the Nine of Wands, and we also have the Two of Cups in reverse. For challenges, obstacles, and what's currently hidden from you, we have the Page of Swords in reverse. For advice from Spirit, we have the Six of Pentacles in reverse. And for your potential outcome, okay, we have two cards. We have the Emperor in reverse, and we also have the Magician. All right. So let's get some Lenormand and get some final clarity before we get into the reading. So for your current energy, we have the Clock Tower. For the challenges, obstacles, and what's currently hidden, we have the Child. For advice from Spirit, we have the Clouds, and we also have the Grave. And for your potential outcome, we have the Ring. All right. Aquarius. So I am not entirely sure what's going on, but all of the readings that I've done today have had overlapping energies, and it's really all about movement. It's getting very clear on what it is that you want and taking the steps forward to actually get there. So with the overall energy that's surrounding this reading, we have focused intention, divine passion, behind a mask, and we also have commitment. And so what this feels like is that the energy that's surrounding you right now is one of, it almost seems like self-deception, that you are kind of going along with status quo, that you are not necessarily thriving in your life right now, that you are just surviving. But there are things that you have your eye on. There are things that you want to do, but it almost feels as though you're not pursuing them because of what other people think or how other people might view it. It almost seems as though you're dimming your light to make other people happy. You're sort of hiding what it is that you truly want. And I'm feeling as though Spirit is nudging you to really hone in on your desires, what will make you happy in your own life, and commit to that. Commit to taking the steps to make that happen. So looking at your current energy, we have Call in reverse, we have the Ace of Water, we have the Nine of Wands, we have the Two of Cups in reverse, and we also have the Clock Tower. So it almost feels right now that you're a bit of a ticking time bomb, and not necessarily in a very bad way, but it feels as though this energy of you wanting something different and not pursuing it is starting to wear on you, right? It almost seems as though you're waiting for some sort of validation from others that it's okay to move forward on this path, to move towards what it is that you want. And to date, you have not gotten that. And this sort of internal battle that you've been fighting is really, it's exhausting you. And it feels like it's only a matter of time before it sort of bubbles up and bubbles over for you to get out of that space. Looking at the challenges, obstacles, and what might be hidden, we have the Three of Air, and I think initially I said the Eight of Air. I'm not sure why, but we have the Three of Air, which is the Three of Swords. We have the Five of Water. We have the Page of Swords in reverse, and we also have the Child. So the biggest obstacles or challenges that you're facing right now, Aquarius, is that you are not particularly happy, right? You're not particularly happy where you are right now because you feel as though there's something better. You feel like there's something that you're being pulled towards, and you don't want to have any regrets about not moving forward and exploring what could happen, what goodness can come out of taking this step. But with the Page of Swords in reverse, it feels as though you haven't been able to figure out how to get out of this energy of watching and waiting, of taking this sort of childlike leap, where kids are fearless. And there was another sign that got this in their reading as well, being able to embrace this fearlessness and this excitement that children typically have about new things on the horizon. They don't think too hard about it. They just go for it. And whatever happens, happens. But it seems as though you can't quite channel that energy, and at least enough to move forward. But at the same time, you're struggling with the fact that you don't want to have any regrets in your life. So looking at the advice from Spirit, we have the Messenger of Fire, we have the Six of Pentacles in reverse, we have the Clouds, and we also have the Grave. And so what Spirit is saying, I think, is that you're going to have to be okay with a little bit of discomfort. You're going to have to be okay with feeling just a little bit off balance for a minute, right? Because this is something new for you. This is a new step. And it seems as though you'd be taking this step in the face of resistance around you. So you're going to have to figure out a way to be comfortable with the discomfort. And you're going to have to put what other people are saying aside. You're going to have to put to rest this doubt, right? This feeling of potentially missing out on an opportunity should outweigh everything else, is what I'm feeling. And so this cloudiness, this sort of muddiness that's around you right now, these potential naysayers, you have to leave that behind you. You really do. And like the biggest feeling is that's coming out of this is that you have to be okay with the discomfort for just a little while, because this is a process, right? It's you taking off your mask. It's you living in your truth. It's you doubling down on what it is that you want and committing yourself to taking steps towards that no matter what. So looking at your potential outcome, we have the Ten of Water, we have the King of Water, we have the Emperor in reverse, the Magician, and we also have the Ring. So what it feels like for your outcome is that you are going to drop the mask, right? The Emperor is somebody who is very serious. They're very structured. They're very rigid. You know, they are very sort of process oriented. And this is something I think that you're going to let go because you have grown accustomed to rigid. You've grown accustomed to process, and so have the people around you. But with the Emperor in reverse, it feels as though you're going to release that, right? You're going to be a little bit more free flowing. You're going to start following your passion, and you're going to set your intention on those things that you absolutely want. The mask is going to come off, and you are going to use all of the tools at your disposal, those abilities that you have built up over time. You're going to start putting those into action. And what's going to happen is that you are going to get on a path of what it is that you truly love, right? Your divine passion is going to start unfolding in front of you, and it's going to lead to you being in a much happier and comfortable place, right? With the Ring, there's that commitment. There's that commitment that Spirit was asking you to have. And so I think that once you become okay with the unknown, once you become okay with this discomfort of change and stepping outside of the box that you and others may have created for you, you're going to start seeing things transform, and it's going to make you much more pleased with the path, with the turn that your life is going to take. It's going to lead you on that path to happiness. But it's very important for you to let go of that need for complete and total control and balance over things, just for a little while, just enough so that you can start taking that first step forward. So let me grab one last oracle card for you and see what final message Spirit has. And what we have for you is the universe has my back. And there was another sign that got this card for their advice too. So I'm feeling like right now, and maybe this is because Mercury retrograde is here, that there's a new moon coming, that this is now time for transformation. It's time for you to commit to your transformation and know that the universe has your back, that the universe is not going to let you fall. All you need to do is take that first step in faith and be okay with the discomfort for just a little bit. And then you will be on your path to your 10 of Cups, to your happiness. So Aquarius, I'm going to leave it there for you. I hope that this was helpful, and I hope that this resonated with you somehow. If it did, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. In the meanwhile, stay safe, stay healthy, and I am sending you all huge hugs.